Hello, I'm Monica Price and welcome to a Geordie Cuppa TV.
Harry, I'm Jay, how are you doing?
Alright, I'm Ricky, how are you doing?
Sit back, relax and enjoy this show. We now welcome Ricky and Jay, reality TV stars. Thank you so much, guys, for coming to Cuppa TV.
It's a pleasure.
So, which one's which?
I'm Jay.
Hi, Jay.
I'm Ricky.
Hello there. Hi. So, we've got a cup of tea and a biscuit for you today. So, there is the Geordie Cuppa TV show today. So, guys, let's start right at the very beginning. So, I don't know who wants to start first. How did it all begin?
Well, you start first because you were there first.
I was there first. We get this question all the time. Yeah. How did you get on Geordie Shore? And it was literally, it's an application process. It went from application form, filled it out, answered the questions. It was then a telephone interview. Then after that, it was like a one-on-one interview on camera to see basically how you're on camera. And then you go through that stage. And then for me, it was a final stage of meeting the bosses. And then I was in.
And that was it. And that was series one, Jay, wasn't it?
That was series one.
Yeah. And what about for you, Ricky? What series were you in?
I got a phone call for the second series. And then, I mean, I was originally a host, top host in the club. And the manager of the club put my name forward, said, I've got the perfect lad for you. And they got back in touch with me. And then I was up and down from London a week, met their MTV bosses. And then a week later, I was on the show. It was mad.
And I mean, how would you say it's completely changed your lives?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like looking at Ant Deck. Can I just say, it's like, do you feel like that? Do people look at you and say, the future Ant Deck?
Though. Yeah. We bounce off each other though.
Yeah.
We're obviously like best mates. You know what I mean? It's just like.
And you are really good friends, aren't you?
Yeah. But yeah, we just bounce off each other though, and obviously we've got bars going. Do you know what I mean? So we do a lot of like work together and stuff like that. So
I've always said, who knows? We could out with the old, in with the new, if the likes of Britain's Got Talent.
So you see, it could be a Cuppa TV exclusive. That's not. So as far as you're concerned, Ricky,
yes.
What happened for your process? Was it much the same as Jay's?
Yeah, it's quite similar. I mean, they're all you got obviously got to meet the bosses, and you got to sit there with the camera and have banter with the camera and stuff like that. But your same process. You do it on Facebook, and then you do the application, and then you obviously meet the bosses, and then they give you a nod if you're on or not. But it is a whirlwind, like it's mad. And
it was taken from the American series, was it Jersey Shore?
Yes.
So when you went into it though, did you realise it was just going to be such a phenomenon that it was?
No,
not at all. I should say.
It was. I remember when coming out of the first one, it was so strange because obviously we'd been in there for 5-6 weeks. Phone had been off. We weren't allowed to go even buy a paper at the time or a magazine, so we didn't know what was going on at all. Then all of a sudden you come out, and there we are, we're in papers. So basically you've went from just being normal, doing your thing, and coming out, and all of a sudden you're in newspapers and magazines, and then you're walking down the street and people are recognising you, and it takes a little while for that process to sink in as to what's happening.
When you left, how old are you now, Jay?
29.
29. So
you
ask me. But when you were younger, what did you want to do? Is it something you always wanted to do?
But
did you see?
Growing up, I'll be totally honest.
Yeah.
Growing up, I never said I want to be on TV or be in like reality TV star, something like that.
Lots of young kids do, don't they? Nowadays?
I mean,
I think it's completely different this day and age
now,
though.
yeah.
I mean, I didn't have a phone until I was about 14-year-old. Now they've all got them like 6-7-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? It's completely different.
I'll be totally honest though. I used to watch Jersey Shore all the time from series 1, until I went in. And no lie, I used to watch that and be like, do you know what? I could do that easily. Really? And then Geordie Shore come out. I was like, I'm going for it.
And that's it. So that was. How about for you, Ricky?
Exactly the same. Yeah. Exactly the same. One of my good friends at the time, he was like, "You'd be perfect for that TV show." I was partying and I was the topless host in the club anyway, so I was used to drinking and partying and that kind of stuff anyway, so I was like, that'd be my perfect job. I'd love to do that.
And what was the best bit for you, Ricky? What was the best part about being in that series?
We'll be here for a while now.
Yeah, we've only got a little while. Was there anything that sort of sticks in your memory?
I mean, obviously I made a few friends from it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
obviously I met Jay through it.
Yeah, very, you made really good friends.
Yeah, it was quite a hard time for me being in a really turbulent relationship at the time, so, but obviously you live and learn from it and then you move on. And it's obviously made me stronger, it's made me more mature today. But obviously meeting Jay, meeting a few others, James and that, so still friends with them.
Yeah, that's good. And how about for you, Joe? Was it
Again,
like
yeah, obviously meeting Ricci, like you've met people that you wouldn't have met. But for me, it was an experience of I've done things that I would have never have done before. I've experienced, obviously, going in there, filming, doing what I'd normally do, but I've been filmed and then put onto TV, and then obviously it's created a kind of a new life. Do you know what I mean? In terms of that respect, really stepping stone, yeah.
And are your lives completely different now? They're completely changed.
They're mad. They're mad. I mean, when we go to Australia, there's like loads of kids waiting at the airport, and when you go to Ireland, so it is crazy. It is mad.
It's when you are a worldwide phenomenon now. Really, I mean, people do know you all over the world. And how does that make you feel?
I don't know,
is that crazy?
Strange, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when I first went a few years ago. I went. I was on my way to New Zealand, and it must have been about 4 o'clock, and I was in Melbourne Airport, and it was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and it was dead, and I was knackered, so I was just trying to get some sleep on the seats, and someone went past and went, "To look alike, Ex Geordie Shores," and then walked past, and then they come flying back and went, "Oh my God, it is you, isn't it?" And I was like, "Hold on, I'm in Australia," and people recognised it. It was obviously very strange being like across the other side of the world, and people know who you are. Is
there anything you miss about just, if you like, normal life, for want of a better word? Is there anything you miss doing?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, we didn't ever say no to a photo or anything like that. But when you go out, I mean, when you go for meals, like you do get the odd occasion when people do come and ask for the photo. I mean, we obviously don't mind, but it's constant. Do you know what I mean? So you never get any of your own own time kind of thing.
Own space. Really.
Yeah. As soon as you leave your front door, boom. People. You could look at our Twitter and you could. Without us tweeting, you could look at our tweets and you could track where we've been through the day.
Really?
With people say, "Oh, I've seen you here."
That's handy for your mums.
A slide photo of you here.
There's no getting away then. They'll track you down.
Yeah, it's literally that, a tracker.
And when you're working now, because I mean you're doing so much more, and we'll talk about that after the break. But when you came out of the show, what happened then? So Jay, start with you. What happened when you came out of the show?
In terms of
what you did, I mean, because you must come out from all that euphoria of being in there, then you come out and then it just increased, didn't it, your career really?
Yeah, I mean, when you come out
from series to series, it did. Like
from series to series, definitely 100%. And even when I come out, I mean, I thought things in terms of when you're not on the telly as often, things would die down, but they just went even.
Because when was the last series you were in? What time was that?
4, 5, 6 and 7. I done 1, 2, 3. Didn't do 4 and 5. You win 4 and 5, and then I went back for 6 and 7.
That's it. So, the series that you were in together, you weren't in series 1. So
two,
was
and
that
three.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. 2 and 3. Yeah.
And was that the best? Would you say that? You've got to say that now. Would you say that's the best series for you?
I don't think Ricci had the best series. It's got worse and worse.
I don't know about for you though, Ricci. What was your highlights of being in there?
Honestly, I mean, there was, like I said, I was in a turbulent relationship. It was just really hard. For doing that kind of show, you need to be single. You can't be in there and have a relationship on TV. It just doesn't work. And I would say that for anyone that's going to do reality TV, that was kind of broke. You really, really can't. There's so much pressure on you. And you've got no idea because you're trying to hold a relationship together with film and do you know what I mean? There's a lot of pressure on you, and you're constantly getting asked about this and that, and everyone knows your private life, and it was really hard, especially for us being that age and for it being a new relationship as well. It's
quite hard because you've just said that everybody knows your private life. I mean that is it. You've just said everybody follows you on Twitter and you don't even know where you're going, but you could look at Twitter and you would know where you're going. So is that something that you just have to grow to like, if you like?
I mean, it depends. In Ricci's situation, it was kind of because what you got to remember is when we're put onto TV, you see an hour of all the juicy bits, and we film for 72 hours.
It was 100 hours.
So sometimes, in terms of Ricci's situation, things are seen as they're not actually what they are, as it's edited. So certain things will make certain people look different to actually how it's come across. And the beginning side of the story or how things are built up is missed out, and you'll just see the back end or the middle end of it.
I think that's true of all reality TV shows, I think.
But sometimes people on the viewer don't
especially with them being young as well.
Yes.
For an older viewer, they can kind of read the situation. For younger viewers, they can kind of be pushed where make believe, and that's, do you know what I mean, sort of how it actually is. When there's 100 hours of filming every 45 minutes.
For example, I've seen something, I'll not mention exactly what it was, but
Oh, go
series
on.
2. I seen something that actually they showed that made it look like something happened on one night, when in fact it happened on the other night. And I was sat there and I was so confused. I was like, hold on a minute. And then people were tweeting me about something. I was like, that didn't happen then. That was a different night, but they've made it look like it was that night.
Yeah, it's very clever.
That kind of thing,
It's very clever. So, Ricky, what happened to you when you left the show?
It was quite mad, actually. As soon as I came out, my girlfriend split with me. I was told I wasn't allowed back on Geordie Shore. But then a week later, I met all the Big Brother bosses, and I'd literally box off that a week later. Tried to keep that secret for a year and a half, but knowing in between I was going to do that. I had Ex on the Beach as well, which is obviously another smash hit reality TV show for MTV. I think my episode that I came in was the highest ever rated episode from an MTV programme for the first series as well.
Well, guys, we're going to have to leave it there for just a sec. We're going to take a break. So come back and join us again after the break. Welcome back to Cuppa TV. I'm still here with Ricky and Jay, reality TV stars. Guys, it's just so great. We've been chatting away about Geordie Shore before the break. Let's talk about now what you're doing. So now I hear on the grapevine there's a little exclusive trip to the States, to LA in fact.
How do you know that?
Oh, you see. It's a Cuppa TV exclusive, what can I say?
We literally found that out about an hour ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So have you got any, can you spill any beans? Can you tell us any more about that?
All we know is, like I say, we've literally just found out an hour ago by with management is we're going out there in July for screenshots.
Okay.
That's all we know.
Fantastic. Well, you'll have to come back on the show then and tell us exactly what went on there. But, I mean, are you excited by that?
Can't wait.
Very excited.
Can't
Very
wait.
excited. In terms of America, work-wise, it's the first time we've touched on it.
Excellent. So that's going to be really good. So do make sure you come back on that one.
100%.
Now, also as well, I hear that you're a singer on the choir. Are you going to give us a song now?
No, don't. No. I mean, do you know, I sound really good in the shower. Really good. But I don't understand why you do sound really good in the shower. I mean, I think I sound really good. But yeah, it's early doors. I mean, it's early days. Sorry. Manager's and talks with a few charities at the minute, with Gotham Records as well. Yeah,
Is it something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's for charity, so it's for a good cause. I like to think I'm a good singer.
Is he a good singer?
Well, you can give him a little taste. Like,
No, I'm
on.
okay.
Come on.
No, I'll rain check this one.
No, but it's something obviously that you want to do.
Yeah. I mean, obviously there's a band called Mike Lowry as well from Liverpool. I'd love to get involved. I mean, the young lads as well. And yeah, I mean, get Jay involved as well, doing a little rap.
I'll do a little bit of rap. I'm up for
Are
anything.
you a rapper, Jay, on the choir?
I'm not a rapper, but I can be.
Given the right things, you can be a rapper.
Do you want to give us a little bit, bro?
No.
Yeah, but would you consider doing something together, singing-wise?
In that, I mean, like Ricky said, it's for charity. It's more light-hearted, that kind of thing. It's not going to be. We're not going to be selling multi-millions of records and...
Well, I don't know yet until they hear
Well,
my voice.
you never know.
Yes,
I mean,
you never know.
he thinks he's got a good voice.
I can hit those high C's all day long.
And again, the charities you're thinking about, obviously you've got a few in mind at the
Yes,
moment.
yeah.
Are they quite important to you, Ricky?
Yes, yeah, definitely 100%. I think they've got to be, especially when you're doing something like that. Do you know what I mean? So
is that looking to be released, you know, in the summer or sometime this
July,
year?
hopefully, so we'll do a quick turnaround on it.
Fantastic, brilliant. And what else are you up to, guys? What are you doing?
I've literally launched my supplement and gymwear range
tell us about that,
last
Jay.
Friday. Again, this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's just so happened that it's come now. But you can check it out at titanwarrior.co.uk, and we've obviously just bought out I'm just starting off with a protein, fat burner, and pre-workout. And then as the range goes on, we start introducing new supplements. And we've obviously got the gymwear range as well, so it's going to be your vests, your hoodies, your joggers.
Because obviously you
that
work
kind of thing.
out, and you both work out.
Have you seen his pictures on Instagram?
Oh, I have.
Shredded.
What made you decide to do that? Obviously, it's a passion because you go to the gym. But
Yeah,
was
it's a passion.
something
It's a
you
passion.
wanted
I've
to do?
always wanted to do it, and it is a passion. And with that coming, the end of this year, beginning of next, I want to compete. To basically get on stage and flex my muscles.
So is image really important to you, Jay? And to you both, actually?
Yeah, it is. I suppose it is massively. Like in terms of the gym thing. I mean, I've been training for years now, and it is a huge part of your life, isn't it? And if you don't have it, you just don't feel as good as what you normally would as when you go at the gym.
Do you feel there's a lot of pressure, though, for you to maintain this image that you've got?
Yeah, you constantly get people saying whether you're training or not eating properly, like, oh, you look a bit slim, you look smaller, or do you know what I mean? So there's constantly that pressure to sort of look good, but I mean, I go to the gym every day anyway. Like as Jay was saying, you feel better after you've been at the gym. Do you know what I mean? Dieting properly, especially because we go out quite a lot.
It is funny, obviously, with it being the public eye, there's times when, for obviously personal reasons, I haven't went to the gym and stuff and had a little bit of time off. Obviously, you lose a little bit of weight. And people notice that and they're like, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. But even when you're looking really good, you'll still get people like picking at you, do you know what I mean? When you're in the public eye, you'll always get that. But when you're looking good and you know you're looking good, then that's when you're happy.
And that was one of the reasons, presumably, why you did your range, the first gym range and the supplement range.
Totally.
Because something you
were
both
passionate about, it's a passion,
really.
something I'm passionate about. And like I said before, it's something in terms of Geordie Shore, people always recognise me from going to the gym.
We're going to hide the chocolate biscuits now, guys.
Yeah, get them out. They're not part of the diet.
So what else are you doing? So you've got that. I mean, you're both so busy, but you have got a joint venture, haven't you?
We've got two, actually.
Oh, tell us about that.
We've got our own bars in Sunderland. It's called Atico and Verve. Like champagne, swanky cocktail bars, a nice summer terrace on it. Perfect for the summer. So if you're in the northeast, make sure you come and check it out. Or if you want to add it on Twitter, Atico and Verve.
What's it called?
Atico and Verve.
It's two venues, basically. It's in the one building, Atico upstairs, Verve downstairs.
Great, and it's something that, again, was that something you always wanted to do, or you just fell into that?
Yeah,
you have just fell into it. I mean, the past couple of years, I mean, you have been talking about it, and it's not going to be the last one. We are actively looking right now for somewhere else as well, but that's our first one.
And is it something? Has it been popular already? Because obviously it's open now.
Yeah, I mean, we had obviously D up, we had Georgia from Big Brother, do you know what I mean? We had Jack Walton up from X Factor, we had Lewis Blow from Towie. So there's been quite a few familiar faces that have been up to Sunderland, been out already, and they've all loved it.
Is the nightlife really good up there in Sunderland? I've never been up. I'll have to come up to your bar.
Sunderland's more of a town. It's not, when you compare it to Newcastle in terms of the north, Newcastle's a city. So it's a lot bigger and more people come from all over. Sunderland's a little bit smaller, but for us in terms of a bar, that's fine. We're just not open as much as what we would be in Newcastle, but the bar itself is really, really nice.
Really nice, yeah.
I'll have to come and see it.
Definitely.
And then what else in the future then, guys? I mean, the future really is limitless. You've got a trip to the States, you've got your single.
Pool parties all summer as well. That starts 8th of June.
Oh, what's that? Tell us about that.
It's like a 5-day package deal. It's like 3 bars, there's a pool party, boat party, nighttime event, and a bar crawl. Me and Jay hosting every single one of them. So yeah, just partying all summer. That's from the 8th of June till the last week of August as well.
Right, I bet you're looking forward to that.
Well, kind of. We're going to be dead after that.
I was going to say, so it's every night?
For 5 days,
and then
it's every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks for 5 days, and we start that on the 8th of June. Again, if you check our Twitters, we've got all the websites and everything on there where you can book up for the full summer. And yeah.
So when do you have your time, guys? When's your downtime?
Hangover?
Yeah, sitting on the sofa with me. So is that it?
I mean, there is times when you get a little bit of time to yourself, and there's busy times when there's literally no time to yourself whatsoever. But it's good when it's busy. It's better.
Yeah.
And if you could do just one thing, Jay, out of all the things you're doing, what one thing would you absolutely have to do?
Have to do?
Because it meant so much to you. Is there one thing, Ricky? I'm going to put that question to you. Oh, you're obviously enjoying your life.
It's good to have a mix of a lot of different things going on. That's really good. But like for me, that like the gym life and just trying something new again, going into competing and that kind of thing.
You both obviously like to do new things, so presumably that's why your relationship works so well. You know, as guys,
we just bounce off each other, though. We just click.
And we're very similar in terms of like we're personalities. Do you know what I mean? Like trustworthy and pretty down to earth, that kind of thing. And in terms of us going into Geordie Shore, we've 4 years on, we're the same people.
Where you've seen,
as how we went in.
Yes, which is important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And
Obviously, certain things in your life change,
Yes.
but us as personalities and people, we haven't changed.
And you've got family and friends around you that are fully supportive.
Yeah, of course,
exactly,
Is
yeah,
that
definitely.
important as well?
Oh,
Yeah,
of course it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think people forget that you have all these people around you. You're obviously the two in the public eye. But they forget how many people behind the scenes are just as important. Would you say?
Yeah, definitely.
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I love my mum a bit. She's obviously worried about us all the time.
Yes.
I'm 28-year-old, do you know what I mean? But I think mothers are like that generally, do you know what I mean? They'll never change.
Never going to change.
Never.
On the text, are you all right?
I was going to say, she follows you on Twitter probably, so she knows exactly what you're doing.
Oh, my mum's not on Twitter.
So where are you off to today then? After the show, what are you up to?
Well, got a radio station.
Got a radio station.
So it's literally your days are full up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good though.
Yeah, you like it.
TV and radio today.
Which is great, which
Yeah.
is brilliant. So if in the future if you go to the States, any hopes of that? What are you hoping to come out of that?
Like I say, we've literally just found out about it. In terms of hopes, what we're going to get at, for me, it's just a really exciting time.
It's new and exciting time. None of us have ever done it before, especially from Geordie Shores. We've done Australia, people have been to South Africa, around the globe, but America's like the big one that everyone would love to sort of tap into.
Yeah.
And just thankfully that
our minds could
hopefully
run
we can do it.
wild and we could be like, wow, it'd be great to get one
Yes.
TV show over there and this and that.
Yeah.
But
But how exciting.
it is exciting
Yeah.
times.
So it's an
exciting.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been so great. Thank you so much.
Thanks for
It's
having
been
us.
a
Pleasure.
Geordie Cup of TV today. So say goodbye to the viewers, but in your own
Bye,
lovely special
guys.
way.
See you later. See you later. Ta-ra.
Thanks so much. If you'd like to get in touch with the show, you can contact us via Facebook or Twitter at bigcentre.tv. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.